What is faith? How do you define faith? Faith, as Masana 2007 says, is belief that is not founded in proof, not rooted in proof. Okay? Faith is belief that just doesn't come from proof. You can't prove it. I cannot prove to you there's a God. Not if you don't want to accept it. If you want to dispute it, I can't prove it. If you don't want to accept the proof that I offer, I can't prove it. I choose to stick to my belief in God, not because of how I was raised. It's just, it lines up with my beliefs already. It makes it easy for me to believe in God because it's already what I believe. God represents all of what I already believe. What people portray God as, it's different. It's not the same thing. I don't know if homosexuality is a sin. I don't care. If it is a sin, it's between God and the homosexuals. If it's not a sin, oh well. It's not something I'm interested in, so my answer for that is then I won't do it. I don't like peppers either. So if I don't want to eat a pepper, then I won't eat a pepper. That doesn't mean that I have to trash peppers all over the store and go to the store and bash all the peppers so nobody else can enjoy them. Like, it's immature and it's childish. It's ridiculous is what it is. God doesn't say this is what it is. The Bible says some stuff that may or may not be accurate. It may not be accurate for today. The Bible may have included texts that were used by other humans to manipulate and control people. It may. I cannot guarantee you what that means. But my belief in God doesn't stem from the Bible either. Just it doesn't. But let's talk a little more about faith though. What else takes faith? Carbon radiation, carbon dating, right? Carbon dating takes faith. Evolution takes faith. Lots of science takes faith actually. Lots of wild, ridiculous theories abound, and I'll call them ridiculous. And they're ridiculous just as much as God is ridiculous because they talk about the dumbest stuff that can't be proven. How in the world can you consider the idea that the universe is trillions of years old and billions of... You know what? Here's what's up. You can't prove it. You can't prove it. You can't. You can't say that we know that carbon dating proves this is this many years old. You can't. Because you weren't there. Right? That is doing algebra with 3 spaces and only one of them filled in. And come on guys, it doesn't work. You don't even have to be super smart to figure this out. Do I need a chart? Look, algebra works like this. You can get the correct answer if you know 2 of the 3 parts. Right? And for the purposes of carbon dating, we're considering a lot of factors. We're in the present, but we don't know how old it was. The problem with using carbon dating to prove how old it is we also need to know how much there was at first. And we don't. We don't have any way to prove how much there was at first because we're not there. So that emptiness leaves us 2 blank spaces on that 3-space chart. Ask an algebra teacher, go to Google and try and get an answer that works like that. It's theoretical is what it is, because you can't prove it. X plus 1 equals Y. That is what you're trying to work using carbon dating. You can set any numbers you want to then, and you're always going to get an answer, aren't you? Think about it. Science is using faith constantly. It's all faith-based. There is no proof. The reason there's no proof is because there's no way to prove anything. The most you can do is demonstrate what you think. We think gravity works one way. We don't know for sure. Even right now, we still aren't 100% sure how gravity works. Does that not perplex anybody else? That if we don't know exactly how gravity works, how can you... Man. Alright. But there's no faith involved in science? Because you can repeat it? Because I can pick up this Butterfinger and drop it? I know gravity works? Does that prove its gravity? What did it prove? If I drop this Butterfinger, it's going to hit the floor, right? Except what you couldn't see on camera is there's a table there. So no, it wouldn't hit the floor, it hit the table. See, there were factors that you didn't know about. And because you didn't know about it, how could you possibly have accounted for it in your theories? All you could do is work on faith. Science uses just as much faith as religion does. And it's time for the people who think that there's the scientific superiority to faith, to religion, okay, to belief in God. Science uses faith, people. It's time to get over it and accept that. You want people that believe in God to accept that there's this lack of proof. Okay, shoes on the other foot now. Where's the proof, science? Where's the proof?